Okay, I admit it. I may have a little bit of a problem here. Hi, Shanna Rowe Jackson here from Caution Artists at Play, and I need your help. I have a bunch of art supplies here, and this is my to-be reviewed pile, and I don't know what I want to do next. So I thought this would be a good time to ask you, what do you want to see next? Ugh. I saw Lindsay Wyrick, the Frugal Crafter, do this video before, and I thought, wow, that's a really great idea because I don't know what to do. I have a lot of supplies that I've had just sitting here, sometimes for a couple years, that haven't gotten used yet because I planned on reviewing them, but I'm just kind of indecisive, and so I thought I would ask you what you want to see next. I have an idea of a couple that I want to do soon, but yeah, so let's just switch to a top-down view and take a peek, and then comment below and let me know, what do you want to see next? And if you don't really feel comfortable commenting, feel free to like other people's comments so that I can kind of gauge what items would be popular on the channel and if they're worth reviewing at all. Some of them I might just kind of fold into the supply stash that I already have and just start using them and use them in videos instead of just doing like an actual review on them. I don't know, but let's take a look at them. Okay, so let's start off with some surfaces. I have here the Canson Plein Air Artboards. And you have seen me review their mixed media artboards already. I had a lot of fun reviewing that one. I used a lot of different materials for that. So I thought it would be great to do a series on their different artboards. So I have the Canva artboards, the illustration artboards, and the watercolor artboards. The watercolor one is obviously made for things like water media, watercolor, gouache, what have you. And then we have illustration artboards. I think these are mainly for things like fine liners, inks, nice smooth surface. And then this Canva artboard has a fun little canvas texture to it. I'm not sure if you can really see it here, but it's just a fine canvas texture. So I think this will be really good for things like oil or acrylic. And it looks like it is primed so that it can be used with oil. So I think that's pretty interesting as well. And then, of course, like I said, the watercolor artboard kind of has a cold press texture. So the smoothest one would be the illustration artboard, with the Canva artboards being a little bit rougher. And of course, the watercolor artboard is somewhere in between. So which one would you like to see me do next? This tends to be a bit of an extensive review. If you haven't seen my original review of their mixed media one, actually, I think I did a two-part. Did I do a two-part, or did both pieces end up in the same one? I don't know. I will link that anyway. I like to try as many different materials as I can on these. I may not go as far as I did with the mixed media because obviously these have more of a specific purpose and the mixed media is meant to be worked with a bunch of different media. But I also have one that Angela Clark from Clark Fine Art sent me by Strathmore that is a mixed media artboard. She sent it to me so I could compare it to the Canson one. So at some point I'm going to do that as well. But yeah, let me know which one of these you would like to see me review next. Okay, so I have a pile of pencils that I need to go through as well. Now, some of these things you have probably seen in previous art hauls, obviously, because I like to share my art hauls with you. But now I just want to get down to the nitty-gritty to see what people are really interested in seeing specific videos on and what I should just incorporate into my art stash and just start working with it in videos without really having to do a specific video on the art supply. So I have here the Winsor & Newton soft graphite pencils. I believe my husband got these for me as a stocking stuffer. I love that it's all the soft ones, HB, 2B, 4B, 8B. I don't know that I've ever worked with their graphite, so I think that's pretty interesting. So let me know if you'd like to see a specific video on this one. Then I also have the Blackwing Audition set. You have seen me review the Blackwing matte. But this one is the sample set that has a bunch of their best pencils in it. So it has their matte, it has the half the pressure, twice the speed, Their 602, this is supposed to be their like main pencil that made them famous, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but this is supposed to be like their most versatile pencil. It has their pearl, and then it also has their, let me see, I can't remember what this one's called. I think it's natural. Yeah, their Blackwing natural. So let me know if you'd like me to do a specific video where I do a piece using all these pencils and just kind of comparing each of these pencils. I think it's fun that they put out the sample pack because a lot of times you can only buy like a 12 set of the specific pencil. So it's kind of nice that they have a sampler. Yeah, that's why I bought that. I bought it forever ago, shortly after I reviewed the matte, and they've just been sitting in my pile. So if you want to see this soon, let me know. Then I also have the Faber-Castell water-soluble graphite pencils. It's the 5 set. And I have worked with these pencils before, but I've never done a video on them. I have a few that I bought open stock, and then I just bought this 5 set so I could do a video. But let me know if you're interested in that. If you're not interested in a review on these, but you don't mind seeing them in other videos, just let me know. I don't necessarily have to make a specific video about them, but each of these will be featured at some point in a video, even if it's not like a review. So, yep. And then this set you have seen in a fairly recent art haul. This is the 20 set of Luminance. It is the portrait assortment, as I mentioned before, and I've already swatched these, I believe, in my other art haul. I bought these as an extension to what I already have from the Luminance. We already know that the Caran d'Ache Luminance is a fantastic line. They are a quality pencil. I almost don't feel like I need to review them on that, just because they're a well-known brand. They're known for their quality. They're all light, fast, easy to blend. Those things we already know. So I guess in a way I could probably review this as a set, but here's my thing. They're calling it a portrait set. I'm not likely to do a portrait. I used to love doing portraits. It's just not my thing right now, so I don't know how likely I am to do one on my channel. So this is my question to you. If I review these, will you be okay with me doing it on something that's not technically a human portrait? Because that's not what I'm probably going to use them for. I mean, I can give my opinions. I've already mentioned that I do wish that they had some more darker skin tone colors in this in order to be calling it a portrait assortment. I actually think this would be a really good, I mean, if you add in a couple more greens, it'd be a pretty good landscape assortment. I don't know. So just let me know if I do a review on this set. Do you think it has to be a portrait, or are you okay with me just giving my opinion on the colors and just doing a piece with them? Because that's kind of been my holdback. That's why I haven't reviewed them yet, because I'm like, it says portrait, but I really don't want to do a portrait. I really don't. I mean, I might be able to find one that would be worthwhile to me, but mainly I usually just draw the people I know and love, and it's not that I hate portraiture, it's just that that takes a while and it's not something I do as often anymore. So anyways, let me know what you think. Do you want to see a video on these? If I do a video on it, is it okay if I do something from nature or like an animal or something else instead of a human? Let me know what you would like to see when it comes to this. Okay, so the next pencils that I have are the Cretacolor Narrow Deep Black Pocket Set. And these are charcoal pencils, but they are oil-based charcoal pencils. So I bought their set that has the hard, medium, and extra soft in it, and then it has like a couple of their blocks and some fine charcoal in it. And then I bought some white pencils to go with it separately. These I did buy specifically to do a video on. Let me know if that's something that you're interested in, or if I should just put these in my charcoal stash and then just take them out, you know, when it's time to do charcoal and just play around with them. If you'd like to see an actual review, again, just let me know. Up next, I have some pastels. I have the Caran d'Ache oil pastels. I bought these a while back. You probably saw them in an art haul, and I haven't opened them yet, and I need to. I need to get moving. So let me know if you want to see those soon. Also, you can turn this into a drinking game. Every time I say let me know, Well, actually, probably don't do that because you'll end up with alcohol poisoning, but anyway. And then I also have the Paul Rubens oil pastel set, and I bought this back on Prime Day. It's beautiful. They look wonderful. I've been wanting to review these for a while. Part of the reason why I haven't is because I need to find a proper reference photo for it. I recently did a green pepper piece in oil pastel, but I didn't want to do that to review something just because I was only using greens. So I want to try to find a reference photo that I can use that will incorporate more of these colors rather than it being mostly monochromatic. And that's been kind of my holdback on that because there's so many colors here. I'm not going to be able to use them all in a piece, but I do want to have a fair representation. So, but let me know, which one of these sets do you want to see first? Do you want to see the Paul Rubens set or do you want to see the Caran d'Ache set? This one, there's only 12 colors. So, you know, it might be a little bit more limited, but this one, I don't know. Just let me know which of these two you'd like to see first. Eventually, they'll both be tried out. But I am eager to kind of get these into my regular art supply rotation, and I'm just so tired of this basket sitting there staring me down. So help me out, folks. Okay, now for the watercolors. Oh man, I have some of the Art Graph water-soluble cakes. I actually got this from my professor, not while I was actually still in school, but yeah, I went and donated a bunch of art supplies to my old school, and my professor had a spare one of these laying around and asked if I wanted to try them. My old professor, I should say. He's not my current professor. I'm not in school anymore. But yeah, and it's actually something that I've wanted to try for a while. I like the Art Graph water-soluble graphite. I love it. And so I was interested in this, and it's a nice primary set. Let me know if you'd like to see a video on that and what kind of subject you'd like to see with it. I feel like they might be similar. They look like they might end up being similar to Inktense blocks. So I'm definitely curious about them. Okay, so let's look at the core watercolors that I have. I have actually used this set before. I used this set when I was working on a picture of a bird that I did. I think the video was about an ampersand Aquabord. I think that's what the theme of the video was. So I have used some of these colors. I got this set first and I fell in love, and then I bought this set, but I actually want to combine some of the colors from this set and some of the colors from this set to make my own palette, because they each have a couple things that aren't as light fast as I would like them to be. But you can see here, I have used this set. This is the Earth Color set. Absolutely beautiful. I definitely love it. It's got the Naples Yellow, Sap Green, Transparent Brown Oxide, Indigo, Venetian Red, and Raw Umber. So the only one here, I think this one isn't completely light fast or something like that. I think I marked it down. It's not bad light fastness, but you know me, I like my light fast materials. And then I have their 24 set as well. And obviously it's got 24 colors in it. I don't know that I need to list it all off here. Let me know though if you'd like to see me do this soon, where I combine them and make my own palette out of them. I'm probably going to put them obviously in a pan set and then do a piece with them. But again, I've had this one for a while, and then this one I got, I don't know, I've had them both for a while now, and I need to do something with them. But yeah, so there's that. This one I think I'm going to work with soon, actually. I've had this for almost exactly a year. My husband got this for me for Valentine's Day last year. And I don't know, I was so excited about it. It looks like a box of chocolates. This is the Magello Mission Gold Pure Pigment set. So excited. Look at this. Beauteous. And they've got great light fast ratings on them. Again, I'm going to put these in a palette. It's a 26 set. Okay, so it's got 24 15 mLs and 2 7 ml tubes in it. So it's got 26 in it altogether. And so I actually bought obviously an empty watercolor palette to put this in. And so that's what I plan to do. I'm going to put them in there, make it into a palette, and make a piece with it, just like I talked about with the core. So again, I think I want to do this one soon. I might do this before the core, even though I've had the core longer. But I'm so excited about this pure pigment set. It's just beautiful. I've been itching to use it for a year. Again, it's another like one of those things. I've just had so many video ideas that it gets difficult to get to all the reviews. And I don't want to do a review every single video. Plus, when I create a review for something, I usually tend to do a full piece with them so I can get a real feel for the item, and that takes a lot longer too. And so my reviews tend to take a little while. Again, so you make comments like below and let me know the things you want to see soon. It might be a little while out, but it's good for me to gauge what should come next. But this one I think is going to be real soon. And I should probably also mention I might be working with a company soon on an acrylic that I might be reviewing. That might come sooner than some of this stuff. So even though it's not in this pile, I mean, it just is what it is. It's the nature of being an art YouTuber. There's just so many things. And that's why I have such a pile, because I'll buy stuff over the years and there's only so much time to get to each review. All right. And then the next watercolor-esque thing is the Derwent Inktense Paint Pan Travel Set. I haven't actually used the paint pans. I have been using the Inktense pencils and blocks for years, and I love them. And partially, I mean, it took me so long to get a set of these because I just use my blocks as watercolor pans anyway, and so I never really felt the need to go out and get the pan set. And I could make my own out of the blocks if I really wanted to. But I do want to go and paint plein air a lot more. My husband and I like to do day trips or take vacations around the time of our anniversary in the summer, and so it's always nice to bring some supplies with me and paint things on site. So that was the main reason why I bought this. So if you'd like to see my impressions of this set, let me know. I know that I'm going to love it as a product because I love Inktense. It's one of my all-time favorite supplies, but like, I don't know if I actually need to do a video on this. I don't know. Let me know if you'd like to see that, or if you'd like to see like maybe a plein air video with it. I don't know. That's one reason why I haven't done it yet, because I know I love Inktense. I don't really necessarily need to do a whole video specifically dedicated to this. I don't know. Give me your opinions so that it will help me decide, because this is why we're here. This is why I have a pile. All right, so that's it. That's my pile. Comment below. Some of this stuff has just been sitting here for way too long. I will also, another reason why I did this video is because I want to make sure that I'm giving you content that you want. I know you all love Inktense, and a lot of you are really into the oil pastel thing, but sometimes there might be an obscure art supply that you might like to see, like for instance, the oil-based charcoal pencils or something like that. And I just want to make sure that when I am creating content, I am giving you information that you've been seeking. And so please let me know, help me out, and like each other's comments and things like that so I can gauge what's really popular. Thank you so much for watching and for helping me decide what to review next. I will try my best to get some review videos out real soon. If you like this video, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you're not subscribed already so you can see more content like it and so you can see what cool supplies I end up reviewing. I will see you next week. You have a fantastic day. Bye.